Welcome, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm Key. We're now in the Akashic Records Library. Uh, I don't know if it's a phrase or a song. All together now. All together now. All together now. All together now. It's something about that would mean a lot in some way, shape, or form. So let's see what that means. Okay. Wow. For water. Um, Wandering or feeling was something worth all that you had come together now. Was it worth it? You're taking the time out to rest, or someone around you is taking that time out to rest. Yet I'm feeling, Leo, it is you. You're taking the time out to rest first. And really not just figure out, but you're seeing how faith, free will, and just like, wow, just like Gemini, the meaning of pray, P-R-E-Y, and prayer, or pray, P-R-A-Y, going through both sides of that. Was it worth all that came together? You're seeing that no matter what, Leo, you are walking in a direction that you really do want for you. And sometimes that is something that I think anybody would want to figure out, is the way I want to do, or the way I want what I want, how I want it, when I want it, or whatever it is that I want. Is it worth walking into? Just like Gemini, just like Taurus, just like Aries, even though these are all different four signs that are different by element, they all had a common denominator, is we all are actually experiencing fear at the same time, yet at different times. And it's people around you or in far distance, out of reach, that are waiting to give you a celebration, waiting to give you a ceremony, waiting to congratulate you. Yet it's something that, again, taking the time out to see what was held on to, or what, when we hold on to things, why is that a significance? Why does that bring some type of foundation, or I think it's something that we could tangibly have in our grasp, like this person is doing in the water, having what they want in the palm of their hand, like just that it's in far reach, but it's actually right next to her. It's right next to the four water. It's right next to him as well. You have a hidden, maybe from the world, but from you, a hidden aspect of yourself that is waiting to be unlocked. Having the strength, that strength to weather the storm, or you have come from weathering the storm. And you see that you are walking out flying, or seeing how forgiveness in yourself, forgiving anything, was worth it, even if that means being alone. Just because somebody is alone doesn't mean that it's like something about forfeiting, like I forfeit doing something, or somebody forfeits it. Doesn't mean that they do not want it. It's just more of, would you want it have done? It's something about like the water. Water carries animals, but animals are for a human can be considered prey, Prey. And when we eat something that we are being fed or about to be cooked, we want it to be not just well done, but done in a way where it does not mess our body up or make us sick. Or if you're going through that, that would explain the taking your time out to rest. Your body, even if you're wondering if it's something you ate, something you drank, if that is the case, probably figuring it out, making, I guess, that call to see if that is the case. Or I mean, we are in the weather of flu. We're in the flu season. So like a flu or like a cold, our body, that's when our body wants to rest. And a lot of times we want to do things when we want to do it, but yet something makes us forfeit. I guess another way of saying that is like if we get a cold or a flu, or you just feel fatigued, tired. You've been really working and putting in the effort, and just like anything, like a work or like a physical sport, if we had to figure out, you don't feel anything because you're in the moment, yet your body could be saying, okay, you done all that you were supposed to do. Have faith that whatever you did, you were supposed to do. Now take a rest. Or now you'll be able to not only take time out for yourself, or the alone times that you have in between time, like even when you are doing what you have to do, those moments when you are not doing anything, that all together, it still ties into you're taking time out for yourself. So you're balancing out when to work and when to have time for yourself, when to do what you want to do, and when to give that other time, that quiet time, to God, to your ancestors, to your faith, to your prayer. When you're doing that, that's when you're going to get that ace of water, that opportunity to get exactly what you want. In order, sometimes, that phrase, in order to get what you want, sometimes what do they say? Walk away. When you want something, you walk away. It sounds weird. Oh, okay. Like, I guess if we had to look at this like like a child, when they want something, or when they want to do something, or something, it's like a reverse. I guess a parent would say like a reverse psychology. It's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want this. And then when you, I guess that acting, or not acting, when you, I guess, when it's not a guess, when it's more, well, could be, when seeing it as, okay, I do know this will make, like medicine, when a child is sick, okay, thank you guys, whoo, because I'm like, give me something, like, here, I'm like you know how when you, I guess the Olympics, when you're running and you're sprinting and you need that wand so you can actually continue. You're like, okay, I can see them from a far distance, right? I know people are coming to me to hand me that wand, that ace of opportunity, or ace of water. You already that ace of water. Whatever is given to you is another ace of water. It's like having two aces, having two opportunities, having two, yes, it's two scenarios, yet it's going to be one direction in which you're going, but it ties in for some reason. When that happens, right, it will come at a point where it's like, well, like a child, when they get a cold, right? Who wants medicine? Medicine could taste good, depends on what medicine you're talking about. Like, I guess what brand of medicine, or how, when it's a medicine, does it taste good? I know, tasting Buckley's, first of all, it looked like snot booger. So I was like, what are you giving me? First of all, I don't want this. And then knowing I'm cold, I'm sick, it's like, but I don't want this yet. even though it tasted horrible, I mean, it tastes horrible, it actually made me feel better. It's like that medicine. I guess no one wants to hear or wants to feel something, yet see something or have to like do something that is probably not in your element. So for you, Leo, you're all about taking charge, being that leader, being level-headed and loving to the point you actually are bringing out more elements than yourself. It's like you're bringing out the elements above and below you at the same time. You're showing us how to do that. Now that you show people how to do that, trust that they got it. Trust that, I guess, whatever it is that you put in the effort in, it's going to come back to you. In order for you to do that, you would have to stop or something. I don't know. It's something about fall back or like slow down, like a pause for a minute. A missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. The possibilities. Open your eyes. You may be bored. I mean, you all about taking charge. I mean, getting up and doing what you got to do, Leo. Come on. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I wonder, was that a Leo that said that phrase? Well, whatever the case that is, Leo, you're seeing that, again, it's something about others in the far distance. Missing an opportunity. Okay, like being when you had to take that pause, feeling did you miss an opportunity? Did you miss a moment of having contentment, peace of abundance? Did you miss an opportunity of having something that you've been working on in your hand? Again, everything is in timing. It sounds, I mean, I don't even like to say that. I guess that's that medicine part. Like, I don't like to have to say that cliche or that metaphor like medicine, yet in its own way it makes sense. Like, translate that to anything that you really did want, and when you finally did get it, wasn't it worth your wait? Wasn't it worth waiting for? Even if it was a short distance, like wanting a cake or wanting something that required a little bit of time. Like, cake requires time to actually cook. If you take it out too early from the oven, in the middle is kind of like watery, and you like, I wanted it, but I didn't want it like that. It's kind of like that feeling. So what would you have to do? Put it back in the oven, let it still simmer in there, let it cook, let the fire and the smoke make the molding that you would need, that you've been, I mean, you have the ingredients. You put the ingredients, that would explain the thing in your hand. You put the ingredients in, you knew what measurements to it took to do it. You knew the ins and outs of what can mix well with things. And then now it's like whatever you did, you put it in the oven. So now wait for it to be cooked. It sounds funny, but if you really think about it, imagine you are what was said in Gemini, a walking wishing well. You are walking wishing well. You have washed away like a washing machine all the dirt and the grime and all that. Doesn't mean it should be seen as a dismiss. It shows that physical dirt, that physical grime and scent that was on it. It showed that how far you had to do things. Like, that's like a metaphor of saying your sweat and tears, that cliche, hard, what is it? Sweat, tears, hard work, sweat and tears, effort. All that is going to what? Pay off. It seemed like all the cliches and phrases coming into you, Leo. Hey. So let's see. Let's continue. Biblical. What you build, they will come. What you have built, what you have brought into fruition. Just like baking, just like that's another metaphor for baking. It's another way of building. You had to mold things, just like a carpenter. All the marinology or marines, welcome. All that are into learning about water, geography, or agriculture, sociology, welcome. All that are Intuitive, welcome. All that are into biblical context, priests, priestess, pastors, deacons, carpenters, conductors, builders in any way, shape, or form. Every position in life is a building. Every position that we have requires some type of foundation. Requires some type of foundation, but in order for us to know that foundation is fruitful or is to move forward, we would need others to show that it was worth it. So just like this picture, this biblical picture, we can say this person knows how to make something based on the, like you, Leo, the tools that is in this person's hand. You may not know how far, people may not have seen in behind the scenes how far you have worked. It's like even after hours you were still working, putting in that effort and that gear. That's going to show. I mean, it may have showed outwardly, but people may not have known why you looked the way you were looking. Like a conductor or a carpenter, can they wear nice clothes all the time? Or can they, depending on their environment, it can get dust on it, particles on it, follicles, or whatever the case may be. So they would have to have on a uniform to collaborate or connect to what they're doing. So outside would look like, oh, you're not looking like you're working at something, or didn't look like you were working at anything, but in reality you were in your own way. Everybody works in their own way. I mean, everybody works in their own way. How do we work? We have 9 to 5, we have temp, we have volunteer, intern, what do they call it? Apprentice. It's so many ways that we can look at work. So just like what this person is building, we don't know what this can be used until somebody comes in to ask to have it used for something that is going to be a foundation for somebody else, more than one person. Wow. Wow. King of Earth. Look at that. So, King of Earth. You're coming in as the King of Earth. Yes, bored out your mind, discontent, you felt you missed the opportunity. You may have to rest. You may have to hold on the faith that hopefully everything works out even if I'm not around. Please, I'm praying. Even if you don't pray, it's like this, you thinking about it in itself. I had to learn through Gemini, because I did not know this. It's through, our thoughts can be like prayers. Prayers, or prayer, Pray. So even your thoughts or the things that you were putting into practice in itself was like a prayer. And from that, now it's going to come back to you like that metaphor, that visual about baking something. When we have to cook, we have to make sure that it's completely done, so that way we can consume it or eat it, and it will make us healthy, and we're giving homage to the thing that we are cooking. So it's like now people, places, and things are going to come back to you, Leo, when you would probably take that time to rest, or I guess being forced to rest. Like, wow, I gotta sit here, or I gotta take the time out and cool it down. Gotta slow it down. Gotta cool it down for a minute. You're so hot, you're Leo, you're sun. Even the sun gotta cool off at some point, right? So, generous, professional, responsible, practical. That's how people see you. And holding the ace of coins in your hand at that opportunity. Look at that. What was hidden is that opportunity. We don't know what that is. Hey, free will is up in the air, right? You having faith in that now. People are having faith in that around you as well. People are going to come blessing you. Butterflies, roses, things, rainbow at the end of that tunnel, of that journey. That light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, come on, Leo, you should know. You're a light. we understand the light through you, Leo. So I think that's probably why, knowing that what you put in is going to work out, because people around you see the effort you did show them. Even the people that were behind the scenes that seen that other aspect, it's like both sides seen it. So it's like trusting that all will come at its time. A successful time confidently accept opportunities you are offered. The Midas touch. Look at that. Spouse. Wow. So spouses welcome. Kings that are out there, welcome. Kings and queens that are on this earth, welcome. That exist that I do not know of, welcome. Welcome all the emperors and empresses, welcome. Bride and grooms to be, or bride and grooms that are, welcome. I mean, again, what was already built, trusting that was already built was exactly the way it was supposed to be. Wow. That makes sense, whether if you're a spouse, if you're not a spouse, if you're a builder, if you're not a builder, if you're a king, a queen, if you're not a king, queen, if you're an empress, an emperor, if you're not an emperor, empress yet. These are, when I said not, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's not yet. It's all on you. Free will, right? Wheel of Fortune. 10-10 win. Okay. Wow. Now we see why 10-10 win came up. Okay. I don't know why that. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Connected dot key. Okay. All right. Wheel of Fortune, the show. What is on the Wheel of Fortune? And then, actually, I'm thinking of the tarot reel, the number 10. Then 10-10 growing up, that news. Finance is going to be there. Trust. Finances in this form and in other forms around you. It's going to show you through animals, that sign, butterflies, flowers, whatever you see in this picture. It's going to give you a cue of what you're going to see in your environment that's going to give you that faith that everything is going to work in your favor and for others as well. Okay? Green pastures blossoming. You got dragonflies, butterflies, different types of flowers. See more butterflies. So you're going to be seeing other beings, other people bringing you blessings. Whatever you did, whatever was done and not done. Even the things that we're saying not done, it's like that oven. When you take it out, it was not done. You could tell because you took it out to see if it was not done. That water, you could tell because of the liquid. Like, oh, okay, I got to put it back in the oven. So that part also, that not ready part, that also is essential because it was ready, just not at the right time. So now those blessings, those beings, those other people are going to come to you, blessing you in different ways. Wow. That doorway, that strength. Okay, so we got any accountants, financial advisors, people that understand finances in different ways. Welcome, because you're helping us. We may not know it yet, but we do not understand the different ways to look at finances. I mean, we know this part, the coins, but we don't know other ways in which finances can be translated. Wow. I guess when I said accountants, y'all was like, okay, Key, tell them this: stocks, bonds, savings, checkings. Wow, them coin machines. Oh wow, any grandparents or elders, the checkbooks, like documenting each thing that was done. Y'all, we're grateful for you guys. Welcome. Showing me the coin machine. I don't know, back in the day, I don't know if they translated now to this, like a oven could be now translated as a microwave, right? Just like money, the coin machine. We have the coin machine where it looks like an oven, right? That it looks like an actual physical oven, but you could put the coins in it and it will turn for you, like the Wheel of Fortune, to put in its own sector. Back in the day, I can't say back in the day. I guess what is back in the day? Well, for me, it was the 80s. Some people would be the 50s. Some people could be the 20s. Who knows? Welcome if you are here. Welcome if you are here. Welcome that you are here, right? I wouldn't be saying that. if your energy wasn't existing right now. Okay, they're showing me that machine that when you put it at the top, it trickles down and puts it in its own socket, and then it's like a paper that you roll it up and then you take it to the bank. That's that's like an accountant. That's like saying the little things do matter. The little things do matter. It's like a penny. Penny would look like it's nothing, right? We pass that off. Yet if we had 100 pennies, that's $1, right? It start to change its value. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, cool. So if this reading resonates with you, press the like button, share, subscribe. If it didn't, press the dislike button as well. If you would like to get a personal reading, look in the description box below. We will see you on the other side.